Hello and welcome. I'm Torsey, and this is episode 3 of my wide guide for Cyberpunk 2077 with Phantom Liberty. In this episode, we'll play through the Corpo-Rat, which ends with a montage that fast-forwards the story 6 months. The only choice in the whole episode that affects the later game is the choice to stop and talk to Frank. When you exit the elevator and head to Jenkins' office, a man named Frank will try to stop you to talk. If you don't stop and talk to him, you'll miss out on a small side quest much later in the game. Everything else in this episode is just story and roleplay. You can make whatever choices you want. If you do like the story and lore, I recommend exploring thoroughly and even doing some eavesdropping, because this is our only opportunity to see the Corpo world as an Arasaka insider. As the game starts, we'll get our first dialogue. Use up and down on the D-pad to move between options, and X to confirm.
V, you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You alright?
Fine. Just needed a breather.
Sounded like you blew your guts airlock.
Yeah, I barfed. It's just stress.
Esa chamba te va a matar.
Don't worry. I'm not dead yet.
Exactly. Yet. Anyway, what's going on?
Is there a problem? We had a leak. My boss called, dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone at Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter-intel, you're always fucked. Listen, gotta go. Work won't do itself.
Buena suerte.
So this pop-up is letting us know that these hints can be turned off, and also that we can go to the database at any time to access tutorials as well as read up on a number of other topics. What it doesn't tell us is how to open the database. We press the menu button to open the in-game menu, and then we go down to the bottom corner here and click on database. Each of these is a category that can be expanded or collapsed to see multiple articles that you can then click on. It's also worth noting that here, as in other places, once you've read something, its text will be white and no longer bold. Ones that you have not read will be cyan or pale blue and bold. Before we leave the bathroom, I like to go down here and open this door. Click X to interact with doors.
Are you all right?
Some slackers taking a smoke break. I'm gonna come over here and eavesdrop on these guys next to this table.
You think Japan will find out?
About what?
About Frankfurt. I mean, it's a small leak, but still.
Japan already knows.
Where'd you hear this?
Assume Japan knows everything. It's safest that way.
On this table, we have a couple of shards. Anytime you see this little shape here, that's a shard or data shard. These are little chunks of text. You'll get 2 prompts when you point at one, X to take or Y to read. Read includes take. We click here and you get this little window. You can scroll with your right stick, and that one will be marked as read by the game. I'm just going to take the rest of these. I'm not going to read them as I pick them up. We'll come back and do that later. For the most part, shards are just story and lore. It doesn't really matter whether you pick up most shards, but a few of them trigger side jobs. So if you want to pick up shards and read them, if you want to make sure you do all of the side content, which is what I'll be doing.
They're transferring them out of Frankfurt now to emergency centers. Just got the latest report from Basel.
I heard there's 2 dead.
3. They took out another Militech assassin near the border.
Reduced to ruins in 2023, Arasaka Tower has risen up like a phoenix from the ashes. Bigger.
Why is this taking so long?
Immortal.
It's because of what happened in Europe.
I heard. Data leak in Frankfurt. Ugh, half-brain management we're gonna pay for in sweat.
Okay, that's all the eavesdropping we're going to be doing down here. So we are now headed for the elevator, following the yellow line on our minimap. This elevator, we don't need to press any buttons. It will take us where we need to go automatically.
From an assassin's bullet. 2071. Arasaka security forces prevent mass riots in San Francisco, saving the city from certain ruin. 2074. An Arasaka investigation eliminates a terror.
Christ, V, you were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Got held up, but I'll be right there.
Fucking Frankfurt. That Abernathy bitch will probably dump it in our laps. Ugh, hanging up. I'll be in my office. And you hurry up.
As a pilot in the Nippon Kaigun, the Japanese Imperial Navy. By the age of 23, he had already achieved the rank of lieutenant. With 20 confirmed aerial victories, he forever will be honored as one of the Imperial Army's most accomplished fighter pilots.
Militech hit 3 of ours. Now we're evacuating the rest of our facilities in that part of Europe.
What's the status of the 3?
They're dead. Once everyone else is safe, we'll issue a statement to the media.
Saying what?
A tragic accident during routine security system maintenance would be my bet.
This is the floor receptionist.
Mr. Jenkins asked for you. He's in his office.
There's another shard here. And that is Frank right in front of us.
Hey, V. It's been ages. It's me, Frank. We met during Icefall. East Coast, remember?
I didn't know you were in Night City. Have you been?
You know how it is. A week ago, I was still in Cape Town. I heard you're in counter intel. Must have a shit show on your hands right now after Frankfurt. Jenkins is your lead, right? Is he what everyone says he is?
What does everyone say about Jenkins?
That he's effective, like any psychopath. Apparently, he's gone a little crazier lately.
Hey, he's in a tough spot. The director was supposed to greenlight his promotion when the Japanese arrived. She stabbed him in the back instead. Tell me about the op in Cape Town.
Operation Cargo. You know about it?
Arming local conflicts in Africa. I didn't know that was you.
It was me. We dumped crates full of rifles into the ocean. They had to be pulled out using borrowed fishing boats. Same old circus, but hey, that's how wars are won.
And you? Who do you work under?
Abernathy. She's really good. Came up with the whole Cape Town ploy on her own.
Abernathy. The bitch who burned my boss on the promotion to Spec Ops Director.
You know how it is. Things happen.
They do indeed. Listen, sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush right now. We'll talk another time, okay?
Sure. Good seeing you again.
Emergency protocols active. System security confirmed.
Don't look, but that's her. Jenkins' girl.
We're talking about us.
Please enter the antechamber.
line? Have a seat, V. Be right with you. We have to handle this voting issue before we lose our bases in the sea of clouds. They're about to begin. What's the situation? Yeah, just as we thought. You know what to do. Start now. Director Abernathy.
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
A deep clean after the shit Frankfurt dumped on us. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council. Do you understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now we gained a week. That's a win.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
I hate that bitch. I always have.
This isn't the first time Abernathy set you up.
No, not the first. Smeared me in front of Japanese execs, so she'd be the one promoted to Director of Spec Ops. The cunt. Now she's holding a gun to my head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me. I do what she doesn't have the guts to do.
Divide and conquer. Effective strategy.
Effective. What would you do in my position?
You have to defend yourself. Remind Abernathy you're not her doormat.
You're right.
Smack her once, but hard. She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye to eye on this issue.
Maybe, maybe not.
Take this.
A data shard.
Proof of my trust. Go on, take it. It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics, trauma team card, names of her closest associates, driver, chief of security, lover, lover's husband, everything. Use it, and make sure Abernathy won't be a problem anymore. You said it. I need to defend myself.
If anyone finds out we even talked about this, I'll go down with you.
That's true. But everyone knows you only made it to where you are thanks to me. So it's not like they could ever believe you played no part in it.
What'll happen if I refuse?
Don't ask stupid questions. This isn't a request, V. We seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
Cred chip transactions are traceable. Paper disappears as soon as you spend it.
What can I say? Use this money only, find the right people for the job, no corporate affiliation. And for the core task, use someone you know inside out. Are we clear?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it. I have my AV waiting outside. It's yours to use. And don't disappoint me. Jenkins, Night City Counter-Intel. I need an analysis of the legislative procedures for lunar-based licenses.
I have those reports you asked for?
I don't have the time. Just send them my way.
Hey, V. You alive? How's things in the Viper Pit?
Viper Pit. Yeah, couldn't have said it better.
You in some trouble?
Not yet. Just need a soul I can trust for now.
That kind of sounded like a yes. Meet me at Lizzie's. Be there in an hour.
We can use down on the D-pad to swap between multiple objectives. Like right now we have go to the AV garage. There's also an optional read the report on your personal terminal. We're going to do that one first. It will take us into our office.
I need your stamp on something. It's possible one of our assets was exposed.
Is it Frankfurt again?
No, different issue. Local.
Tell me. Quick version.
Our agent at Biotechnica suspects they might be onto him. They recently granted him red security clearance. That's top. He's been fishing for dirt, but it's been slow.
Your point.
They're clean. Like we run orphanages clean. Bleached server clean. We suspect they flagged him and are feeding him phony data. Should we greenlight exfil or let him keep looking?
Projected risks?
Limited threat to life. Not Biotechnica's style. Blackmail's possible. Leveraged against false accusations in the media. The guy has kids. He'd crack.
Pull him out, but calmly. Don't raise any eyebrows. Otherwise they'll catch on.
Jenkins will be livid.
I'll handle Jenkins.
Understood.
There's another shard here on our desk. Sit in our chair. Use our computer. This is the file that the guy right outside Jenkins' office sent us. It's a report summary on the NUSA and Militech. It's essentially foreshadowing for Phantom Liberty. Got some vacation spam. Some info from our Cyberpunk Fitbit. A post-mortem on a operation called Wormy Apple, which apparently went pear-shaped. And a bland announcement of a new space opening. We will open the drawer. Take a look at our trauma team card. Use the cognitive booster, which as far as I know does absolutely nothing. And we're done here.
I have nothing to add.
No, I didn't say anything of the sort. That's right, no comment. How many times do I have to say it?
Tell your people to be careful.
They'll be searching for dirt on us now.
Lunar bases are huge to them. They won't forgive us for this.
Did you see the report on the vote? I mean, shit.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out. And the few who do know the truth, they won't know it for long.
Access granted.
Hop in the AV.
Please provide your destination.
Bring up district analytics.
Increased NCPD presence and activity has been reported in Haywood. No official statement has been forthcoming. Intercepted radio communications suggest MaxTac has been sent to the area. A widespread power failure has been reported in Santo Domingo. All other districts exhibit activity within expected parameters.
Destination, Lizzie's bar.
Noted. En route.
This is M54 News broadcasting with a breaking story for you. A conference units of the European Space Council screeched to a grisly halt following a failure in a neural stabilization system. 5 European Space Council members are dead, while 3 remain in critical condition. Authorities are still looking into what might have caused the shocking incident. The council members were all wearing biotechnically provided devices. The corporation's representatives have, as yet, refused to comment. Our reporter is on the scene. We'll have updates on developments as they come to light. Stay with N54 News for the latest.
While we enjoy the view over the city, I want to call attention to the details of our Arasaka branded HUD. We have a scrolling news feed top and center, stock ticker lower right, graph biomonitor data lower left.
Hello, V.
Yes? We weren't scheduled to connect until the end of the week.
Quantified Satori received notification of a somewhat troubling biometric reading. I felt I should call. Is everything in order?
Dealing with a temporary nuisance. Nothing you should worry about.
Just think back to our last session. The neuromotor relaxation exercises 3 times a day. They'll soothe and lift your spirit. I know this.
Sure, okay. See you later.
When we land and exit the vehicle, we'll have a timed opportunity to attack the guys that come up and challenge us. We're going to take advantage of that opportunity.
No designated landing site has been detected at the destination.
Find a spot close to the bar. As close as you can. Fuck procedures.
Initiating landing sequence based on new parameters.
Fuck's your problem, Psycho Suit? This looked like a landing pad to you? Could have fucking crushed us.
Jesus Christ. Okay, no, hey, we ain't looking for no beef with you.
We attacked them for several reasons. One is it gave us an opportunity to show off what high-end cyberware, courtesy of Arasaka, can do. Second, usually one of them, it varies which one, but usually one of them will have a weapon on them. Sometimes it's a melee weapon, sometimes it's a gun.
Leave me alone!
The other thing is that when you attack them, they don't keep the basketball. It gets thrown over here, and we get to do this. Right over here, there's a chest that usually has some clothes in it. We're going to be polite to the mocks at the door.
Seems trouble wants in.
I don't want any trouble. Just here on business.
Good to hear. Welcome to Lizzie's.
The other option is really kind of snooty. Now, instead of going through this door and straight down to talk to Jackie, we're going to turn left, go around here. In this bathroom, there's some medical forceps that are always here. It's just a little piece of junk, but it converts into crafting component. There's nothing in here. Take a left here to continue onward. These first two doors are not interactive, but the third one is. This cache doesn't matter, but the junk here does. And the junk here. There's usually some clothes in this locker. A shard here. And some cash here, which again doesn't matter.
Wanna come back to my place? Grab one last drink.
Don't even start.
There's that Preem new place. We went there yesterday. Huh. Drawing a blank.
You try that new one?
Not yet.
Just grabbing anything that's not nailed down. You've played open world games, you know how this works. Although in this game, the junk really is worth picking up because we need a lot of crafting components along the way. This is the door that the yellow dot was pointing down in the stairs that we just came down. We're going to head on down to talk to Jackie.
Already dumped her already. Yeah, no surprise there.
Although just before we do, we're going to stop here and do a hard save. This is our last opportunity to save for a while.
Don't come here often, do you? It's good to see you, chica. Now sit down and tell me what's got your shorts in a knot.
It's good to see you too, Jack. How you been?
I got sparks flying between the Valentino boys and Maelstrom. Eddie's there for the taking, as long as you don't get flatlined. You know how it is. I can't complain, but we ain't here to shoot the shit about me. Let me hear about this problem of yours.
Jackie, before I start, this stays between us.
Por supuesto.
I'm serious. This thing, it could ruin me.
So could I. You do realize who you're talking to, right? A guy who's done this before. Remember what happened in Mexico, at the border? I peep one word.
I know. You saved my ass. If word about the cartels had gotten out...
But it didn't. And this won't either. That's why you came to see dear old Jackie.
Jack and V's got some serious history.
Data shard. Take it. What do you think?
Won't come cheap. It'll have to be done on the sly. No trail. Hard eddies only.
Got the money.
Full crew job for sure. Techie, maybe two. A runner with a gold-plated brain. And a driver with wheels from hell. Not to mention, a solo.
The piece I'm missing.
That what you need from me? My trigger finger to zero this lady?
Delicate situation, I know. That's why I need somebody I can trust.
This ain't no delicate situation, hermana. It's a hit job. Plain and simple.
You know how Arasaka operates. Or... okay, maybe you don't. This isn't a professional request I can refuse.
But I can. And I am. And you should too. Now, what do you say we liquor up and talk life? Gracias, mamita. Double tequila with grenadine and lime. Nothing better for drowning nerves.
I wish we had an option that wasn't a lie or something that Jackie was going to whinge about, but we don't.
To this.
Was that a toast? What the hell does that even mean? You raise a glass to your mama, your hermana, to the mamacita you'll meet at the bar, but this doesn't say a damn thing. To this. This job and all the rest of that corpo bullshit, you know what it is? Un pacto con el diablo. Been saying it all along. Sold your soul to those Arasaka fuckers. Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
Those are the rules, Jack. You want to be top? You gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
Maybe someday. But for now, I'm still well within their reach.
You'll always be within reach. Always. Hey, you lost? Got a problem?
V, is that right?
Did Jenkins send you? Don't believe I know you.
You don't, but we know you very well. Jenkins assigned you a task today. You'll share all the details with us.
Name and department again? Didn't quite catch it the first time around. Fuck!
How you feeling? Pretty sharp dive, huh?
Your access to company networks is hereby revoked. In 2 minutes, any company cybernetics in your possession will cease functioning. Give us the data you received from Jenkins. This will conclude termination procedures.
How the hell did you find out?
That is not your concern. The data, now.
It's the only way to progress.
Information's on the shard.
Smart choice.
We done?
With the formalities, yes. But I think Abernathy would gladly up our fee for ridding her of a piece of rot like you. Stand up. You're coming with us. Come on, move it.
I think you fellas might have forgotten just how far from home you are. Not sure this barrio's your style, let alone a healthy option. Claro.
Is that a threat?
Well, you start shooting, maybe we join in, huh? Before you know it, somebody might die today.
We have what we came for. It'll do for now.
Ooh, dodged one there. V, how you feel? You all right?
I can't breathe.
Need help?
No. It's just... withdrawal syndrome. Sort of. Think they cut off my hormone regulators. Biomon and stat analysis system. Body's got to adjust.
Hey. Should I get you to a Ripper? Or, I guess, maybe trauma team's on its way.
TT policy's gone, Jack. So are my biochem controllers, company pad. I mean, they have seized my bank account, not frozen, seized.
Jesus, these fuckers move fast. You sure you feel okay, though? I mean...
Give me a minute. Get my shit together. That'd be that, Jack. Just lost control of my life. Completely.
I'd say you got it back. You couldn't say no to them. So they said it to you. This is a turn for the better. You'll see. Besides, you haven't lost everything.
About to say I still have a friend? That's sweet.
No, dumbass. You still got that wad for the hit job, don't you? Probably some fat-ass chunk of cha-ching. Just right for a new start. That's right, chica. Buckle up. Hey, you hearing all right? Don't look so hot. V! Hey, hermana. Your new life. It starts now.
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan, Blackhand, and Waylon Boa Boa. The greater the risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a Major League player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the brain first. NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Matters not where you're from. Matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City. The city of dreams.
I mentioned that we were picking up some shards and we would read them later. The way you do that is you come in here, you go to Journal, and then Shards, and you click there. They'll be in categories, just like the items in the database. Here's the one we read when we picked it up. Notice as we click on each one, it turns white, stops being bold. This is a much easier screen to actually read them on. You do have to move your cursor over onto the text area in order to use the right stick to scroll. I did want to mention that if you're not reading them in your own game, I recommend hitting Y, the read button, as you pick them up so that they're all marked as read automatically and there's no reason to come here. If you're going to read the actual text, then it's kind of up to you whether you want to read them at the end of a session and read them here or read them as you pick them up in the smaller window. Okay, so that's all of the shards that we picked up on this mission. We're now done with the Corpo-Rat. In the next episode, I will be playing through Practice Makes Perfect, which is an optional tutorial that's going to be on a Militech data shard Jackie is about to offer us. I'm going to demonstrate some reasons why you might want to skip it entirely. We'll also spend our first attribute point and talk about skills and the difference between skill XP and character XP. I'm Twardsy. Thanks for watching.